That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Gordon. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Right back to him on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the run, it's Gordon. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll give it to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
In the red area, it's Green. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Trying to surge it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Niners.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Gordon. And the 49ers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The give to the tailback. Bulls his way forward. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The 49ers are on the move. The give to the back.
Ball carried by the running back. He is brought down at the 18. 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Charlotte 14, Ole Miss 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 1 more yard on this 2nd down. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense